Blinking's bad, right?
Yeah, Blinken was muted. All right.
Bang, bang, boom.
Now it's podcast time.
Podcast time.
Oh.
Whew. What's up, dude?
Little late start. Yeah, I'm just going to start it off like this. I got to get some stuff off my chest. Heather and I have had very, very, very rough. You want to fix that light? I saw you looking at it.
What do you think?
It doesn't look bad.
Let me try. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll see if, because I wanna make sure the audience has the best lighting in the game.
It's better. Yeah, it's better.
One more click. It doesn't look like it's gonna give it to me. All right.
That's good.
That's fine.
Okay, so I was saying, it's just been a crazy week. You ever have like one of those Mondays where you're like, damn, it's been a long week, but it's only Monday?
Mm-hmm.
So Sunday night, I woke up in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m. My sugar was low. I go downstairs, I eat some stuff, and I'm walking back up the stairs, right? And at the top of the stairs, we have a bathroom. And before I turn the corner and go into the bedroom, I hear it's...
Oh, no. That's the worst sound.
Dude, oh, man. So I go into the bathroom, and I'm looking around. I'm like half awake looking around. And I thought it was the heater at first. It wasn't the heater. And basically, it was the water supply for the toilet. We apparently have really hard water.
Yes.
And the supply line corroded. So the part that screwed onto the bottom of the toilet corroded, and it was leaking water. Not a lot, just like a little bit, not a lot.
Was it the piece that was on the toilet or the connector? So the porcelain or the actual pipe that comes out of the ground? Well,
it was in between that. It was where it connects to the porcelain. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So it wasn't the
porcelain?
Threaded.
No.
Okay, good. No. That's good.
So I woke Heather up, and I'm like, look, something's wrong. We got to check this out. And so we started messing with it, bending it a little bit, and we got it to stop. So we laid back down, fell asleep, woke back up at like 4 a.m., and now there was water all over the floor. It got even worse. So we had to go downstairs. We had to find out where the water supply runs, and we had to shut that off. And we went upstairs, and Heather ended up finding another supply hose downstairs, brand new. So we swapped that out, and that was the first time I've ever done something like that, so it took longer than it really should have.
But didn't it seem so scary?
Yeah.
Doing that without any knowledge?
Yeah. She was like, oh, who should we call? And I'm like, I don't know. It's like the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And we got it fixed, though. But it doesn't stop there.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't stop there.
Shit.
So she ends up telling her parents, and her dad was just like, well, while you're at it, you could replace the other hoses around the house. You know, I have a bunch more downstairs. So last night at, it's like literally 24 hours ago. Like, it was 9 o'clock at night. Heather's about to shower, and she's like, you know what? I would sleep so much better if I just know I changed this one, and I know this one's all right. So, oh, man. It's just funny to think about because it's all over now. But basically, she turns the water supply off in the bathroom. We didn't do that upstairs, but she turns it off in this bathroom, and she takes the wrench, and she's screwing. Boink, and the whole pipe busted. The whole copper pipe, like, busted. She didn't screw anything off, and this pipe came from behind the wall. The pipe literally broke behind the wall. So here we are at like 9:30 at night. We're down in the garage looking for the pipe. Where's it run? Where's it coming from? Where's it going to? And long story short, her uncle ended up coming over this morning and helped us fix it. So just ran some new pipe. Instead of doing copper, we had like a vinyl kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. But we're back in business. But it doesn't even stop there because he replaced all the piping this morning, and I'm like, you know what? Just for the hell of it, let me go flush the toilet, make sure it works. And I get up there, and I take the back off the top off the back of the toilet, and a piece snapped inside the toilet. So we had to get a new valve for inside the toilet. And it's just been a stressful week, man. Mm-hmm. And it's only Tuesday night. That's
the scariest stuff. I would rather deal with electric stuff than plumbing. Like, I was in the same boat when it comes to, not knowing what to do. Mm-hmm. We bought a foreclosure. So I redid my bathroom, the guest bathroom, in the main bathroom we got professionally done. But I did the toilet in my bathroom as well as everything else that I redid, and dude, that was tough.
Yeah,
it was very, very tough. I thought it was such this, I thought it was tough. Excuse me. I thought it was this big job. It was going to take me like a day if I mess up one little. Dude, I read the instructions. I was in and out of there in 30 minutes.
Really?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and you find out that I was like, oh, I'm not replacing that line that goes from the floor to the toilet. Oh my God, that's like sacred. You know?
Yeah.
No, it's some stupid little pipe that you buy in Lowe's for $6
Yeah.
that you could replace, and it's like, oh my God, because the one that came with the kit for me wasn't long enough.
Okay.
So I had to go and get my own, and I thought it was the biggest deal.
See, we didn't know what length we needed, so we were in Home Depot the other day. Like, let's get a 12-inch, let's get a 16-inch, let's get a 20-inch, 24-inch.
Yep.
Oh man, we have plenty. If you know anybody that needs some, let me know.
Yeah, sell them on Facebook Market. Half price.
Oh man, so it's been crazy.
Yeah. So have you thought about replacing the toilet just in general?
Not we want to get new toilet seats because they're a little cruddy, but not the toilet, just the toilet seat.
Yeah. I thought that I had this biggest thing about anything with plumbing. I thought it was going to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I bought a whole brand new toilet kit for, I think it was $95.
The whole toilet,
and it comes with the toilet, the tank. Underneath it there's a wax seal. It came with a thing, but it was a little too short. But yeah, no, $95, instructions, in and out, everything I needed. And now I have a new toilet that, because I was really grossed out about the guy who owned the house before here. You always have your imagination runs wild. Oh my God, the guy had I don't know, HIV on his ass or something. You know what I mean? It's some weird disease that
I'm you pick it up from the toilet seat.
Yeah, totally something stupid like that. Right?
Richie wants clean toilet seats so we could snort coke off of them.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And so I was like, oh hell no! So I'm gonna replace them, and it wasn't that bad.
Good.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. But
as long as the water's off, it's not that big of a deal.
I had that problem too, except when you were talking about the pipe, my PVC pipe, it slipped off from the sink and through the wall, and it ran downstairs, and the connector that was in the wall slipped off, and in my basement I was dribbling water, and I'm like, oh no, again. You have a massive meltdown, you think it's the end of the world, and then you go down there. I checked it where it was coming from, and I went back upstairs, and I was like, oh, that's it.
That's it.
Yep. And anything with water is just scary, because you always think about mold, and it's gonna deteriorate wood and all that stuff. But if you get it fast enough, you're really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's especially in the middle of the night, that's the worst.
Oh my God, yeah, literally. I did not get much sleep that night.
Yeah.
Told people at work, look, just in case I seem like I'm out of it.
Crank. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. So now you guys know that right below the toilet where that line goes, there's that knob.
Right. That was.
But on that
was corroded too.
Oh, that was. Shit.
So
you couldn't.
That's what she tried.
Fall off.
She tried twisting that, and we thought we had that shut.
Yeah.
And then she started to disconnect that because that's what we're replacing, from that valve up to the toilet. And right when she started turning that, it just came right off.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Just came right off. You should have seen her face. And she was like,
poor Heather.
Like a deer in headlights.
Poor Heather. Yeah, I can only imagine.
I told her last night. I felt a little bad about it, but I'm like, this is the definition of curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah.
She wanted it fixed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's part of owning a home, man. It's part of
I feel like it's training. Who knows what the hell's gonna happen next, man?
Dude, you really don't know. There have been sleepless nights about stuff like that, and it irks you. Kind of like right now, you're in the stage of if something's wrong with your car, that you lose sleep over it.
Yep.
In 5 years, it's gonna be about your house.
Yeah. No, I feel like it's gonna be sooner. I feel it coming.
Speaking of your car, what's the update on that sucker?
Oh, dude, I got it
back.
Drove
it over here?
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, I'm so happy to have it back. It is such a privilege. It's It's like getting your permit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like getting your permit.
You
You're
got it.
happy,
You're like,
even if you're just going down to the market. You know, like, oh, I'm just going a mile.
Yeah.
No,
Heather's probably
It's
thank
nice.
God.
he did a good job on it. Barry at the Springhouse Garage worked on it, and it's literally pre-loss condition, like
Beautiful.
if not better. And
That's awesome.
the only thing is, I got one shiny brand new headlight, and the other one's a little cloudy. But I'm gonna buff it up. It's gonna look fine.
Yeah.
You can barely notice unless you're looking at it.
Yeah.
But the night I picked it up, I drove it home, and I'm like, oh shit, the headlight's not working. What the hell's going on? It was the low beam, high beam, and the blinker on the side that didn't even get damaged. So I'm like, you know what? I popped the hood. I'm like, everything looks connected, and I had to go back to see him the next day anyway. So I'm like, okay. So I go back, and he popped the hood, and basically the harness for the headlight was in, but he clicked it in, and that was it. It came right on. So
yeah, good.
But yeah, man, it feels good.
Yeah, isn't that funny, those connectors, man? Like, you think they're in, and then it just needs another 2 centimeters.
Yep.
Yeah. And just, you have to hear it.
Yeah.
Those connectors are tough, man.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. I'm glad you have your car back. Feel like a human again.
Driving like a grandpa, though. I don't want to hit a deer.
But, dude, it teaches you.
Yeah, it really does.
You know
you
what I
don't.
mean?
It's a totally different perspective.
Yeah. I mean, dude, there are times where I almost hit a deer, and then, for the next week, Mr. Goody Two Shoes, I'm yelling at people doing 56 miles an hour, the whole 9, but that's good. You got your car back. Your plumbing problems are hopefully done.
And then, did I tell you we were having issues with the pellet stove?
I got a snap that she was lighting it herself.
Oh God, that was So no, that was already lit. Oh, man, I wish I could put. She's probably watching. I wish I could put this on like the podcast social media, but she'd hate me forever. Basically, it needs an igniter, but it was lit. That video I sent you, it was already lit. And it was going for a few days, maybe like 3 or 4 days nonstop. Didn't turn it off, didn't clean it.
I will say,
yeah,
you guys have an awesome pellet stove. If you don't have to turn it off or clean it like once a day,
you could probably go 2 weeks running nonstop. I'm not even kidding.
I have to clean mine once a day. I mean, mine must be much smaller than yours.
I keep hearing Harman's like one of the best brands.
Yeah.
That's what Matt keeps telling me.
I guess so.
But it needs an igniter. But in that video, she manually lit it with a torch, and then it was running for a few days, and there was a lot of ash built up on the little tray where the auger feeds the pellets out. And she's like, I'm gonna open it and scrape it. She had like a thing to break up all the clinkers, and so she opens the door. She grabs the door handle. I'm like, no! Like, I'm screaming at her, like, no, don't open the door. Don't open the door. Because I remember my dad always scared me. He's like, don't open the door. It's gonna, all the rest of the pellets in the hopper are gonna catch on fire.
Yeah.
None of that happened. I Googled it and it said it was fine. As long as you do that in like 10 seconds and shut the door, the flame will just come right back.
Yeah.
So in that video, she opened the door while the pellet stove was running. And it was like, I don't know, it blew my mind. Something I never would have done.
Yeah.
So
it's another cool one that I've seen online is paper cups, like small, like they sell like little paper cups that like people put Listerine in. They leave them in the bathroom. Like my aunt always had those growing up. Like there's these little small paper cups,
like a Dixie cup,
like a little tiny Dixie cup for single use. So I've seen people put pellets in those, and then light the cup and then put that in the grate and then just shut the door and let it burn and let it all light and stuff like that. So just for future reference. But it sounds like Heather's got it down pat.
Down to a science, yeah. She's been doing it forever. So hey, maybe we'll save money not getting an igniter.
Yeah. That's one thing again that here's story time. I had this dumbest blonde moment of my life probably last week. So I woke up, she's off, Corinne's off, and I wake up, clean the pellet stove, and I started at like 6 o'clock. As soon as I woke up, I went straight to there. So before I leave, I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, it's not freaking lighting. I'm like, oh, the igniter's gone. Oh shit.
Worst
so wouldn't light. I tried it again. So I'm like, all right, but I have to go to work. So I turned on the heat, and I told Corinne, I'm like, dude, when you get up, like, you're gonna have to like clean the shit out of that and see like if it's the ash. Like, I don't know what's going on. So she cleaned everything out. She tried it. No light, but it was getting hot. Like, the grate was getting hot. So we said, okay, if the grate's getting hot, it's not the igniter.
Yeah.
So something's up here. So she took out the grate. To make a really long story short, I had the grate backwards.
Really?
Yeah. So
you can do that? It like lets you put it in backwards?
in mine, yeah.
Wow.
You could put it in backwards, and the hole was on the opposite side, so the igniter, the flame couldn't go through. And she's like, you dummy. And I'm like, fuck.
Jesus.
Dude,
it's small things like that.
Yeah. And I was like, honey, I knew that all along. I just wanted you to clean the pellet stove. Yeah, right. That was the biggest dumbest moment of my life. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so I was expecting to, like, I was Googling while she was doing this, like, how to replace an igniter, and I thought, again, I was going to go through that unknown process of, doing stuff I don't know, but,
yeah.
I didn't have to.
No, it's funny, like, how long things take you the first time you do them, and I feel like I'm going through so many of those right now, with the house and with the car and with, shit, even work. Like, you go through a lot of stuff for the first time.
Yeah.
Like today, Heather, she picked up the valve for inside the toilet, and she sent me the video how to replace the valve inside your toilet. And it took me longer to watch the video than it did to actually replace the thing.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah. But once you know now, you know forever.
Yeah. It won't take long.
You got a problem with your toilet now. Now you feel like plumber.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, move over, everybody.
I got to feel like an electrician because there's a few outlets in the house that are 2-prong.
Yeah.
I want to change them to 3.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing. Like as a kid or not yet. But like as a kid and not knowing how to do it, you think it'd be a lot of money and a lot of time and sell that shit at Home Depot for like under $10.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Dude, you could buy it. Yeah. I think I replaced all the ones that I have replaced in the house that aren't like that one I replaced, but that was a normal one. I think they're $1. But you could buy it, like, it depends what it's plugged into. Like, for the washer and dryer, I did a GFCI. So that means, like, if it trips or et cetera, it just shuts off.
Okay.
Those
like
are
a surge protection kind of thing?
Yeah. So that's like $6. But the normal ones, they're $1. And I have all the, like, basically there's like a little... Like, when you go to the doctor and they have the thing that checks your ear?
Yeah.
So basically it looks exactly like that, but a little smaller. And you can put the tip up to wires, and it shows you if there's power or not.
Okay.
So I give you that, and then I also have, you plug it in, like it's literally like the male end of a plug.
Yep.
And you plug it in, and it tells you, like, there's 4 lights. So if 3 lights come on, you're good. If the 4th one comes on, it means it's no good. You fucked up your wiring, rewire it.
Okay.
And that has saved me a couple times. I thought it was so simple. I was getting cocky on my, like, 5th or 6th one. And then I screwed up, and it kept switching the breaker. And I'm like, what the hell?
So if you were any of them 2-prong? Like when you replace these outlets?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Because I'm thinking, when
I don't even know if they sell them anymore. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, somewhere. But I'm just thinking, like, on the back end of the outlet, it's where the wires are wrapped around the little terminal. And when you buy the 3-prong, what goes on the 3rd prong? You know what I mean?
So what how they do it now is, instead of wrapping them, you unscrew. So basically there's a little...
that's right. And you curve it over the screw and screw it back in.
Well, you have those. And then, but a lot of the newer ones, you put the end of the wire into the slit, and then you tighten the screw.
Okay.
And then you can't pull the wire out.
Okay.
So it kind of makes it dummy proof. That way you don't have to wrap it and stuff like that. I think the GFCI ones, the ones with the surge protection, I think you had to wrap those.
So if I did it backwards.
Yeah. But again,
that thing would have told me you're going to short something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if it's a GFCI, it shuts the breaker right off. Like that night, I had to go up and down the stairs like 3 or 4 times because I was getting cocky.
Yeah.
So I was like, but I'm glad that I had that machine because, I would have really caused some damage.
Well, now I know where the water valves are. I just got to find out which electric switches turn off the power in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. I lucked out. The guy did that before the house. He did that for here. We used 2 electric heaters by accident at the same time in the same room, and I didn't know one was running, and yeah. And
That's happened to me.
Flipped it right off. It was like,
yeah,
not enough power here, bad boy.
Yeah.
So
that's happened to me running an air conditioner and a vacuum in the same room.
That's it.
Yeah.
They can only juice so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I haven't had big problems except for the one that I just dealt with when I came home here right before the podcast.
Yeah. Enlighten the viewers.
Yeah. So we're getting ready to start. I tell Craig, hey, I'm home. Come on over. So I'm just got home, just getting ready. And Jeter, when he comes out of the crate, he's a very excited dog. He's a very excited doggo. And he's running around. He's saying hello to me. Then he runs over to Corinne, says hello, and he's running back and forth. And Corinne goes in the room. And we have a gate, and it's gated off. And he knocks the gate over, runs right into the room.
Mistake number 1.
And he grabs a big, giant, fluffy hair tie and a sock.
It was a fluffy hair tie?
In one swoop, he picks up a sock and a hair tie, and Corinne's screaming. So I run from the office to the master bedroom, which is on the other side of the house. And by the time I got over there, he already swallowed them. And now he's never swallowed socks.
Was it your sock or her sock?
It was her sock.
Okay.
Luckily, it was a small one.
A little thinner.
He has always grabbed things and run away, and he wants you to chase him. It's a game.
Mm-hmm.
But he has never swallowed anything except until today. It's the first time he's ever swallowed one.
I wonder if he did it by accident.
Well, even like...
If that's even possible.
I'm that neurotic where I'm checking the dog when he poos. You know what I mean? Like, okay, is there something weird coming out of his bum? Because I'm really neurotic parent. I couldn't only imagine when I really have kids. But, nothing. And, dude, it was like, all right, it's go time. So we grabbed Jeter. So, our vet tech, always told us is if he did that, you have to peroxide him. So we took a little bit of peroxide and gave him some peroxide, and he tossed it up, and he ate some food and ate some water. So now his tummy's probably all a little bit better, but... Dude, it's like, come on,
yeah,
bro. It's
one
like,
thing after another.
Oh, jeez. And it's as soon as you get home,
Yeah.
But he's better. He's good. He chucked it that way. He's not going to get all wrapped up in his intestines.
Thank God.
Twirl. But, it's scary stuff, man. He's just doing it because he's excited.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny how, like, for a dog, it's like, oh, excitement.
Oh, yeah.
And little do they know that, he could have killed himself.
Did you take him to the dog park today?
No.
There you go.
And that's it. Dude, it's tough to go to the dog park when it's this cold.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It is so tough.
I mean, he was a puppy last year, but did you let him out in the snow last year?
Yeah. And he likes the snow, and when it does snow, it's great because, like, I could play with him, and he's not, like, trying to... So Jeter has... What's the condition where people put stuff in their mouth all the time?
I
think it's like an acronym, right? Here, let's go to Google.
Oh, okay. I think I have an idea what you're talking about. People who chew on pens or people...
Yep, here we go. Yeah. All right, so it is... Oh, wow. Why can't I find... All right, hold on. We're going to call that health professional.
Remember those stickers you saw as a kid that, like, had the sad face?
Never mind. I just hung up on her. Pica.
Oh, so pica, yeah.
Jeter has pica. So
physiological condition in which a person compulsively bites, chews, gnaws, or eats their skin. That might be a little bit different. People,
it's just skin?
It often affects the skin around people's fingers.
That's for humans.
Yeah.
Yes. But for dogs, for pica, it's anything that they could get a hold of.
Yeah.
to ingest objects that are not food items. These include metal, plastic, cloth, garbage, dirt, rocks, paper, and even feces. So he's got all those checked off. Jeter's ate a rock before. Swallowed it.
Oh
We've
my
had
God.
to pumpkin him for 2 days straight so that the pumpkin held the rock as it passed through his intestines.
What's
so it
a
wouldn't
pumpkin?
screw. The vet tells you, in case if this happens to anybody else. So we're going to do a little informational
teach us
tab.
something,
So,
Professor Hugel.
Pumpkin filling. So what you make pumpkin pie out of.
Yep.
Little can. It's like $1 at ShopRite. You take that, you put it in a dog dish, the dogs will eat it right up. So that is supposed to cover any hard object that your dog swallows. So it will latch on that item and it will create a smooth passage through their intestines and out their bum. That way it doesn't cut them up or get caught, sideways or something like that. Basically, the pumpkin lubes it up and gets it out.
Yeah, lubricates a little bit.
And protects it. And so he ate a rock. So we had to pumpkin him for 2 days and smash his poo for 2 days to make sure he pooped out a rock.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, it's my life. Mulch, he's done it.
He's eating mulch?
He's ate mulch, yep. I've had to see
God.
that out of his bum.
Oh, my God.
And then, he's ate, little things here and there, which haven't been a problem. They come right out. But this hair tie and sock, it was one foul swoop, he got both. And that would have been really bad. So I'm just glad, he tossed it, he chucked it up, and his stomach's...
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
But, other than that, everything's been good. I just met with my boss.
Nice.
My winter schedule is going to be starting in a couple weeks, so I'm going to have much more time.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah, it's nice because during the season, it's tough to deal with, it's hard to balance your personal life, your family and friends and stuff like that. But now that winter's here, I'm going to have enough time to do all that.
Yeah, it's always a challenge.
Yeah.
It's like you get home from work and all you want to do is crash. Actually, I just thought of something else I got to give Heather credit to. We're fixing up a door in the back of our house. It's, you would probably know where it is. It's from the washer and dryer to the sunroom. It's not a door to the outside, but the sunroom's not insulated, so it's got a doggy door, and it just looked awful. But the one day, we don't know how this happened either. The one day I went to shut it, and it's got a bolt lock at the top, and that was pretty much sticking out, so you couldn't shut the door all the way. And no matter what I did, I could not get that to go back all the way into the lock. And Heather ended up taking it apart, and that was the end of that. Just couldn't put it back together whatsoever. Both of us couldn't. So we ended up getting a new bolt lock, a new doorknob, a new doggy door, paint, primer for the door. We're going to paint it like a blue-gray color.
Nice.
And so we got all that stuff at Home Depot, and we get home, and we were out all day shopping. So it's like, okay, we just got...
exhausted.
Oh, dude, tell me about it. So... We park in the garage. She gets out of the car. She opens up the door, grabs a bag, and the can of paint primer. The bag ripped. No shit. The bag rips. Can falls through the bag, hits the garage floor, opens up. We got white paint everywhere all over the garage. Dude, it doesn't end. It doesn't fucking end. Yeah. So
you guys gotta stay home this week.
Yeah.
Don't do anything.
So no, but she's been making a lot of progress on the door.
Good.
That was
She probably had some vengeance brewing in her.
Oh yeah.
After that,
yeah,
she's
she
like,
just wants to get it done.
This door is getting it now.
The doggy door we originally got was the wrong size, so I had to return that, order a new one. The new one just came today. We don't know if it fits or not yet. Yeah, man, we stay busy.
Oh yeah, I bet, man.
We stay busy.
I bet, dude. Homes keep you busy, man.
Yeah.
Never ends. But once you learn, one trade, it gets easier as you go.
Yeah, it's fun at the same time because I'm learning shit. Like I've never had to go into the back of a toilet.
For me, it was cool to replace the doorknobs and the locks. For me to understand, like the deadbolt and etc. That was cool to figure out, and And to do, and I had to do every lock and door here, and all the doorknobs in the interior had to be replaced. So by my last one, I was like, if anybody needs a doorknob replaced, you know who
Let me
you're
know.
calling.
I didn't know you could buy locks in Home Depot and it comes with the key. I always thought you needed that machine to make the key right there.
No, yeah, those
like
are
you just buy it's prepackaged. The key's in it.
prepackaged. You make some copies, and you're all set.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wonder how many people have the same freaking keys.
Yeah. Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how many variant or how many different keys can they make essentially? Right. You know what I mean? What do they have? 20 cuts?
Yeah.
30 cuts?
Yeah.
So 2 out of 60 have the same. So you're just going around town.
Yeah.
Trying.
On my lanyard here, I got 3 keys, but 2 of them have the same top. Mm-hmm. So it's so easy to get confused with those. But I know what you mean.
Yeah, at work, since we have like 100 keys for all the buildings and stuff like that, the one important building. The one important building.
Showroom?
The most important building. Yeah. I got one of those like customizable keys. Uh-huh. It's like an American flag.
Oh yeah, it's got a picture on it.
Yeah, so that people can like recognize it as soon as possible. That way we don't have to fiddle through this stuff because that's like I said.
It's like 1,000 keys on one key ring.
Oh yeah. We're total. It's like mall cop status.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You have to have them. But yeah, so. Yeah, man. I haven't done much for the house, but I probably will be now that, like I said, my winter schedule will start in a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. And the first thing I'm going to tackle is the front door I'd like to replace.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That she wants to paint it. But it's one of those things where it's been here. Mm-hmm. It was his door. It was the original door.
Yep.
And I don't know if I've said this in previous podcasts, but just anything that we thought, anything that he used, it skeeved us out.
Yeah.
So we were just like,
you want to make it your own.
Rid of it.
Yeah.
But they're expensive. Like a new door with like a nice piece of glass is like $300, $400. So
yeah.
We're gonna do that though.
And it's harder to buy just the door. You got to buy like the frame around the door, and sometimes they have 2 windows on.
It's so
both
annoying,
sides.
dude.
Yeah.
My uncle and my dad actually bought the wrong size for my side door first, and they get there and they look back, they install it, and they're like, "Fuck, it's the wrong size." They were able to install it with the wrong size? Yeah, because they bought door jams and they got it in, and they're like. There's like an inch of space.
Something
going
doesn't look
all
right.
Up and around.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh God. So that sat in my basement for months. They were like, hey, try to sell that door. And I'm like, nobody's buying that door.
Put that on Facebook Market.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. No.
Your dad sold the door at a yard sale.
Shut up. Really?
Yeah. Remember, were you there?
Import?
Yeah, the yard sale. The big
I was there this year, and I don't think I was there last year.
It was last year.
Yeah.
What was your dad trying to sell this year? I always try to...
Irish coffees.
Your dad, Irish coffees, yeah, right? But no, last year he was trying to sell a door. He sold the door. Oh, no, Matt did. Matt sold the door last year, but Uncle Jamie was pushing it. And, I think it was like $30 or something like that Matt sold it for. But, that was hysterical.
Matt's the king of all trades.
Dude, he was doing it since we were
oh my God,
in diapers, bro. He was like one of the Craigslist pioneers.
Craigslist, bro. eBay, oh my God, buying paintball guns, quads, dirt bikes, all kinds of shit. And selling it too. He wasn't just buying stuff, he was selling it.
One week he'd have this, next week he'd have this car.
Yep.
This one, that one, he traded this for that.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
Even today, dude, he goes around looking for cars. I mean, not the car he has now, but the one previous. He had it, honestly, for like, it was a Ford Fusion maybe. He had it for like...
He got rid of that?
2 months, yep. He got rid of that.
What's he driving now?
Ford, some kind of SUV. I don't know if it's an Escape or something bigger.
Explorer?
Maybe.
Expedition?
Maybe.
Edge?
No, I don't think it's an Edge. Something more family friendly. That's what he keeps saying. That's his excuse.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So
maybe some kiddos in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know what you think.
I feel like I've seen Matt hold a kid once, and it was a picture. I wasn't even there. It's a picture.
Yeah, so you can't even really believe it.
No, he's good with B though. I don't know if he's listening, but he's really good with Bianca. She loves him.
Yeah. When you have uncle duties, it's very special.
Yeah,
very special.
Yeah,
but no, I'm sure everybody's gonna be an awesome parent.
Yeah,
I know. I think from what I've heard from everybody is that they're gonna start trying soon, which is good.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, like everybody in the family.
Yeah, your other brother.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. He's. Yeah. I want to say he's like on the fence,
edge,
but I don't
right?
think he's on the.
Yeah, I think
he's on his side of the edge.
Yeah. Steph's like,
yeah. I mean, well, let's see. B is 8 years old. Yeah. And I remember him saying,
B is like, 8 years old.
She just turned 8 this year. Yeah.
Dude, we're getting
I
old,
know. Time's flying. It's almost a decade.
Shit.
She's almost double digits. Yeah, but I remember him saying like it'd be like starting all over again, and you got to do all that stuff all over again.
Yeah, it's tough, man. And I haven't even gone through it. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling they will, though.
Yeah, no, I have a feeling they will, too. I feel like it's like a 90% chance they will, if I had to put a number on it.
Yeah, so, but, I don't know.
I don't know. How many, I've always wondered, like, how many babies are actually unplanned babies? And not, like, totally unplanned, like, no, we don't want to get pregnant. Oh, shit, we're pregnant. I mean, like, okay, we want to get pregnant, but you don't know exactly when it happens, you know?
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
Probably a lot.
I feel like more than 50%.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a lot, and, we could get on a tangent here, but I feel like a lot of people have babies who aren't ready to have babies.
Yeah, for sure. But also it makes people grow up.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, like, very fast. And that's good for some people.
Responsibility's good,
Yeah. And then, you know, there's I've read stories and articles about people who have kids really, really young. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm talking like 16 years old. Mm-hmm. And then they have a kid and they get forced into the adult life, like when they're supposed to enjoy their...
Yeah, the rest of their teen years.
Their teens,
early 20s.
And stuff like that, the fun years. And then at 35, they just go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Even though they have a kid, you know what I mean? The kid's kind of somewhat old enough, 10, 12, or, whatever it is, 20. And they just go fucking crazy.
I never would have thought of that, having a kid that early.
And then they want to experience what they missed.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but a lot of people have kids to... I don't want to say to relive their childhood, but just to get that feeling again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, live it through them. A lot of parents live through their kids, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
How many kids do you want?
Zip.
Zip?
At least right now, yeah. I mean, I got a lot of responsibility, and I feel like I don't think I wouldn't be able to handle it. I feel like I could handle it, but...
You can handle anything.
I don't know. Obviously, it has pros and cons.
Of course.
But, I don't know. I just think I could be fulfilled in life without one. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the first thing that comes to mind usually when I think about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need... Like, trust me, if I had a kid, like, I would be able to resonate with it more and learn a lot more lessons from it, but can look at the idea from a distance and still learn a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I know being an uncle and not having a kid yet, you could kind of, help. And, you could, make a difference in, the kid's life and, have fun and teach them and be there for special moments and stuff like that. But meanwhile, you kind of get to, give them back and say, goodbye, I'm going to sleep in my,
I'll see you in 2
weeks. Really quiet bed tonight,
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I think probably after... Me, I want kids immediately after we get married. I'm like, let's get this fucking party started.
I mean, that would be the time to do it, the ideal time.
Exactly. After having Jeter, it's like...
He was like the training wheels to the bike.
And, so I just think we're ready. And we've been engaged for so long. We did things kind of the long road way. We were engaged for a long time. Now the wedding's in under a year.
That's good though. I mean, I would personally rather go for a longer engagement than like something under a year.
Yeah.
Or,
for sure.
Yeah.
And I think it shows I think it shows the significant other, whether you're a guy or a girl, whichever side you're looking at. Both sides, I would have to assume, view this as that, you both are taking this seriously. You know what I mean? It's that, hey, look, but we were together for years. We've been through everything before that, so there wasn't a thing that we could go through that we haven't,
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a no-brainer.
Yeah. Especially when we started living with them.
Yeah, we were living together for 3 years, 4 years at that time. I mean, it was like, this is it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I feel like I would want to enjoy my engagement, and to do that, it would have to last longer than like 16 months.
Absolutely.
I feel like there's so many people that meet. No, it's gonna be 2 years in February. Yeah. Which flew by. Jesus Christ.
But that's when you're, as the cliche sounds.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun,
Yeah, it's true. We do a lot. She keeps me on my toes, man.
Yeah, thank you, Heather.
Yeah, she busts my balls a lot, more than anybody else, I feel like.
Yeah, but they know how. They dissect us.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
They think they do. No, they do. They really do. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yep.
Which, I just celebrated my 25th birthday last week. Yeah. No. Like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. She surprised me by taking me to a spa, and we got a massage. Mm-hmm. And I got my first professional massage.
Hell yeah.
And God damn, was it good. Oh my God, it was so good. I loved it. I loved every second of it. They brought us to a locker room, and we got changed, put on robes, and then we went to a waiting room where they had like hot tea and little like fun-sized candy and stuff. I just had a cup of tea, and Heather had a cup of like a hot cinnamon spice tea. And it was a couples massage, and it was 60 minutes, and head to toe, man.
Oh,
I walked out of there high on life.
Dude,
oh my God.
Where you're like, I was trying to give a little backstory. I told Craig, I think it was like a few weeks prior to this, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's probably just so happened. And I was like, Craig, have you ever gotten a massage? And you're like, no, I've never gotten a massage, blah, blah, blah. And I was trying to, I was explaining everything to you. Oh, my gosh, when you leave there. So I said back then, I was like, your eyelids and under your eyes, like it's almost like you're intoxicated or something like that. Like you leave there high. Like were your eyes like...
They were heavy.
Yeah,
they were heavy.
Heavy. Yeah, that's the perfect word to describe it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel like I got tired though. I just got very relaxed.
Very super relaxed.
Yep.
I love it,
man,
dude.
like
I go as much as I can.
Yeah.
As much as I can afford.
I want to go again so bad. Like,
and dude,
tomorrow.
They are so smart. The place that I go to, so I get a 60-minute massage for $50. I think that's a slamming deal, right?
Yeah.
So I'm there.
Wait, what is it like aromatherapy? Like, do they use essential oils and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Aromatherapy, and at the end, actually, at the very end, they do like, they'll do my skull.
Oh yeah.
So that's at the head. She sends me on my way after that. But it'll be like 48 minutes have gone by, and she's like, and she'll go down. She'll be like, "Do you want 30 more minutes?"
Oh.
And I'm feeling, I'm in like heaven.
How the hell can you say no?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And dude, the last time actually I went was like the first time I ever said no, but I was like, I literally don't have enough money. Otherwise, I was like, do you have dishes in the back that I can wash and payment for it? You know what I mean? But it's like, I wish.
Start a GoFundMe. Oh man, that's dude, funny. They're great. The lady that did me, she was a martial artist, and she said she traveled the country teaching people martial arts.
Shit.
Yeah.
What
her name was DJ.
DJ.
She was like an older white lady.
Nice.
I'd say in her 50s maybe. She was awesome. She started me on my back, and head to toe, man, everything. And you know what? None of it hurt, but the one the weirdest thing she did, it didn't hurt, it just felt weird. She I was laying on my back, and she picked up my foot and pinched my Achilles tendon, and then took my ring toe and was just like going like this, like wiggling it back. She's like, you feel something going up your back, going up your body, and I'm like, no,
God,
not really.
I call my Achilles.
But everything else after that, like, it wasn't weird. It was totally normal.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck she was doing.
No. But, yeah, I was laying on my back, and she put her hand under my back, puts her fingers, like, under my shoulder blade, and, like, pulls it. Like, it's weird. I was laying on my back, but she was pulling me by my back, and it felt so good.
Yeah, they're special. Yeah. And I wish I knew about it since I was in high school. Yeah. It was almost like a stigma, you know what I mean? Like, I told like a friend of mine, like, a couple months ago, I was like, yeah, I went and got a massage, blah, blah. He's like, you get a massage? I'm like, dude, I'm not getting my nails done. Bro. You know what I mean?
Sorry, but I got a pedicure this past weekend, too.
Yeah, well.
She helped me on those, but,
I'm talking, like, you know, it sounded like he got, like, you know, like what's it? Polish on my nails.
Tan.
That's not how this. You know, and I get pedicures too. Yeah. But you know, I'm not putting fingernail polish on me. Massages are completely different.
Oh, they're totally different.
Someone really getting the lactic acid out of your body.
Yeah, and she explained the whole thing to me. She's like, you got to drink a lot of water. You have to hydrate because what I'm doing is I'm getting your blood flowing and squeezing all the lactic acid out of your muscles. And you got to flush that because if you don't, you're going to get headaches.
And dude, I'm telling you, one time I didn't drink a lot of water. And I had a big, giant headache, and you get a little dehydrated.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I believe it.
You know, you gotta. They've been doing this, for years and years and years. But anyway, to get back to my point was, I wish someone told me this when I was in high school because at 16, when I had my license in my car, I would have been driving to go get a massage after soccer practice.
I was just gonna say that too.
You know what I mean?
Like about pedicures, dude. If I knew about getting a pedicure during soccer season, Jesus Christ,
would have saved us a lot of pain.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, oh God, it's like spend $200 out of a dietist or go and get a pedicure. Trust me, I'm taking the pedicure. You could try to make fun of guys going to get their pedicure, but I'll tell you what.
I even told the lady, I even told her, like, hey, just so you know, I got a little bit of an ingrown toenail starting. Wasn't even that serious, but like the side of my toe got a little bumped up and it was a little red, and dude, she cut that shit out. Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, and they'll charge you $200 at the doctor's for that.
No, I tipped her extra. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I go to my V-Spa nails right there.
Yep.
Walk in, they know the drill.
Yeah.
Get the massage stuff out. Let's roll. And, dude, it's funny because I get like the spa pedicure or whatever it's called. So they soak your feet and they rub your They rub your calf.
They have this. Like it's not sugar scrub, but it's some kind of like beady. It's got like beads in it.
They use green tea for me. One of them was green tea, nice. And then she did a second one
with the pumice stone too.
Yeah, oh yeah, hot stone. Yeah. So it was funny because I got a massage that day, and Corinne was like, "Wow, you're really treating yourself today." So I got a massage, and then we went and got pedicures, and. At the pedicure place, they're rubbing my calf, and I'm like, listen, lady, I just got a real massage. You don't even have to do all this shit.
Yeah, you're not even close.
You're not even close to what what just happened to me. So just give up. Yeah. Like I appreciate it, but
that's the other thing because Heather and I she gets knots in her shoulder blade, and like under my left shoulder blade gets tight a little bit. So we always try to rub each other's backs, but like after getting that, man. I mean, it feels good when she rubs my back, and I'm sure it's the same reciprocated to her, but, like, it is not even close. No.
And
but, like, I'll rub her back for 15 minutes, and my thumbs are killing me.
Oh, like, yeah, and your wrist.
Yeah.
It's everything cracks.
Yep.
And, I mean, I don't know about but the ladies, I go to, I think 2 are usually there at the same time, and literally they'll be there, and you just hear their carpal tunnel, because they're sitting there digging all day and, massaging people all day. Sometimes I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
It's like, shit, their forearms must be killing them by the end of the day. But a lot of them are smart. Like for the calves and a lot of the legs, they'll be, they'll kind of do this instead of using their hands.
Right.
They give themselves the breaks. And there's this one lady, and she's only asked me this one time. Hysterical, right? So here we go, story time. So I go, And they're like, oh, okay, this is a room we're gonna use for you today. So I look up and there's like bars, like metal bars on the roof. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Like chin-up bars?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, something exactly like that. But there's 4 of them in a square, and I'm like, or excuse me, like a plus sign. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, this is weird. So I, blah blah blah. I lay down on the bed, and so she comes in and she's like, do you? I forgot the exact way she asked me. She goes, have you done the walking before? And I'm like, because at the place I go to, there is a language barrier.
Oh, man.
Like, I'm not going to skip around that. There's a language barrier.
Oh, yeah.
And she goes, have you ever done the walking? And I'm like, so I have no idea what she's talking about. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, you're okay with walking? And I'm like, yeah. Just put my head down because, again, there's a language barrier.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and argue. So long story short, all of a sudden, shoes come off and she puts on like these special
sandals,
like socks.
Okay.
Like these fresh socks out of a bag, out of like a plastic bag, and
disinfected.
Yeah, and she puts these things on, and she hops on.
Yeah.
She puts her hands on the fucking ceiling. Now I'm face down. Obviously, I'm getting a massage.
Yeah.
She's obviously not doing this to you on on your back.
Yeah.
But I'm face down, and she is walking.
Yeah.
On my back.
Was she like using her heels?
Her balls and the balls of her feet and the heels in certain places. And it was the worst 10 minutes of my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Like being creeped out, or like did it feel good?
No, it didn't creep me out because look, everybody, we're all human. It doesn't bother me, you know what I mean? But it was just it did not feel good. There's something sensual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's something, real about someone really working it into you with the, with their hands. But it just felt like boom, boom, boom. Like someone was smacking
your hands are more crafty than your feet.
A rubber freaking mallet on my back. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like. And when she got off, I was like, oh, thank God.
Was that the last thing she did?
No, that was the first.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay.
But now I know, because of the language barrier. Yeah. If anyone says anything close to walking.
You want the walking?
No.
You want the walking, Mr. Hugo?
Yeah, no. I'm like, absolutely not. So, but yeah, it's tough with the language barrier, man. But I'll tell you what, they work harder.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, they're there for 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and they're all day long. So shout out to that crew.
Yeah.
They're
they are hard workers.
Jeez, man.
It's crazy how many different career options there are, isn't it? You could pick anything.
Yeah, but
you could pick anything.
They do get paid real well. Get paid real well. And they're at the place I go to again, it's there's a little language barrier, but they are professional. They're in scrubs. Mm-hmm. Everything's new, everything's clean, everything's sanitized. Mm-hmm. It's just off the hook. 5 stars. I love the place.
Oh man.
Yeah, I could talk about it all day, obviously. But yeah, I'm glad you got one. I'm glad you got to experience it. And
yeah, it was so nice.
You get to, when you're going to get to a point, hopefully you don't, but you're going to get to a point where you're extremely stressed out. Mm-hmm. And it's good to know that you have that card to play. Yeah. When you're extremely stressed out, nothing's going right, blah, 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 blah. And it actually worked out perfect that Heather got you that because, you got into a car accident, you had this, you had that, blah, blah, blah. So it came at a good time. But there's probably going to be even a worse time. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny is we went there on a Saturday. And our pellet stove wasn't working that whole week, Monday to Friday.
I'm going tomorrow.
And it got fixed Friday. And woke up the day before my birthday, and we're laying in bed, and she's like, I got a surprise for you. And, dude, I got so nervous. And, like, I usually don't for surprises. I'm all for them. It's fine. But, like, I genuinely didn't know what it was, and I was like, oh my God, like I didn't even ask for anything. What could it be?
That's dope.
And she's like, I'm gonna take you later, we're gonna go get a massage.
Shout out to Heather.
I was so happy, man. It was wonderful. Yeah, I gotta go back.
Did she get one too?
Yeah, it was couples. Yeah.
Okay, good.
But like you said, like just the stress building up and with work and commuting and the house and all kinds of
Makes
shit.
you feel loose.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like it's
You're not like hitting a bottle either. You're just like it's totally.
And it puts my body into a mood where like it's almost like you want to go work out, but you shouldn't because you just had a massage. So you don't want to make your body feel bad because your body feels good. So like for me, it's like, you know, if I get a massage on Monday, I want to go to the gym on Tuesday.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Everything that I got out of the massage probably wore off like after I woke up the next day.
Exactly. It's always, you know, you feel good going to bed, and then when you wake up, you're back to normal. Not that you're tight.
No.
You know, there's points where I'm tight.
Yeah.
And
you're just not fresh off the massage bed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely helps out big time. Again, there's so many things that I'm going to teach my children, you know, and like, oh, God. Like I'm gonna, oh man, Dad, you know, I you know, my leg, growing, dude. Imagine I'm 6'1", dude. Imagine having going to get a massage when you're having growing pains.
Oh my God, you totally reminded me. When I was in high school, it was junior or senior year. I got the worst, like Charlie horse's cramps, whatever you want to call them, in my hamstrings and my calves, and Dude, I took potassium supplements. I stretched multiple times a day. I was that kid who walked around school with a gallon jug of water. I had no clue what the fuck was wrong. And it would hit me like at the worst times, like when I'm laying in bed in the middle of the night or like on the field. I remember running and this kid and I collided and I kind of tripped and fell over him. In midair, my calf muscle just went and just started spazzing, and those things suck.
Ugh.
Those things suck.
Yeah, dude.
But going to get a massage, you mean?
Dude, I grew 6 inches in 4 months.
Really?
I went from 5'7" to my height 6'1".
Yeah.
From my sophomore year, summer, into junior year. I left school 5'7" and I showed up 6'1". Is that
crazy.
6 inches?
That's crazy.
Where is my math off?
12 inches in a foot.
5'7", yeah. So that'd be 5 plus 1. Yeah, that's 6.
8,
6
9,
inches.
10, 11, 12. Yeah. Yeah.
And I showed up junior year, and everyone's like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" You know what I mean?
Somebody stole Richie's soccer jersey.
Dude, I was home like crying for 3 months straight. My leg, a lot of it was in my calves. A lot of it was in my calves and my hammies, and I showed up at junior year, and everyone's like, "Holy shit!" But I wish I knew about that. So I'll definitely be giving my kids the secret.
Kids do crazy things, man.
Yeah.
My high school had this tradition. I don't even know if they still do it, but they always took 8th graders on a field trip to Washington, D.C. And it's just a glorious thing for all the kids because you're just spending a weekend in a hotel room with your friends, without your parents, just like 3 chaperones for the whole class.
Yeah.
So it was me and my 3 or 4 buddies, and it was just like it was getting late at night and TV was on, Family Guy was playing, and I was the first loser to fall asleep. And I remember I woke up because I had a cramp in one leg, in my hamstring and my calf at the same time. Dude, I was crying. And they were playing some bullshit prank on me, like leaning over me. They were gonna like give me a dead leg.
Oh.
And I woke up with that cramp before they gave me the dead leg. So the kid on top of me was like, "What happened? Like I didn't even punch him yet." And I'm laying there crying like, "Get the fuck off of me! It hurts so bad." Oh, I hate cramps.
Dude, we went to Hershey Park.
Oh yeah.
For our 8th grade trip. Was it Hershey Park? I think it was. So again, actually, my first time out and away without my parents was CYO. That was probably the coolest summer ever. Actually, no, that was in the fall. Anyway, so we're at Hershey Park and we're all bunking and rooming with each other. There's 4 of us friends in one, and so me and this other kid, we're bunking together, and then one guy really close to us on the soccer team comes in. We're all fooling around, roughhousing. Everyone's roughhousing. So someone calls the kid who's not staying in our room, although he's in our room. Someone calls him from the hallway. So he goes out and he opens up the door. So, right, he opens up the door with the right hand, puts the left hand on, like, the, like the frame, and then turns around, turns to your left, so he's looking down the hallway. And this is one of those hotel doors that automatically shut, and it's like the really heavy ones. Oh, and it's like the boom, boom. Yeah, it's like the big doors that shut thick doors, loud and fast. Yep. And his pinky. All I remember was looking and watching him scream, and his pinky, the top of his pinky, fell from the air and bounced on the floor.
Shut the fuck up. His pinky got pinched off?
He chopped off probably this much of his fucking pinky. Yeah, I swear to God. Right? So he's running around. Oh my God. Yeah, he's running around crying, screaming.
I shouldn't be laughing about this, but oh my God.
I think Jeter made it to the door somehow. Yeah. But I'm going to go take care of him. But so Miss Hurley comes in. She's our chaperone for the day. She's like, what the hell? She's screaming at the top of her lungs. So everyone's like, where's the pinky? Where's the pinky? Yeah. So literally, dude, they got the pinky. They threw it in a bag of ice. They took him to the hospital, and they reattached the top of the pinky.
No shit. They reattached it?
They reattached it. I'll be right back, folks. My crazy dog who eats socks and hair ties just got out.
Here's his chaperone who probably got told, look, we just need you to go on this trip. It's going to be 3 days. It'll be very easy. You just got to watch the kids. And this kid's pinky gets chopped off by a heavy door. That's a good thing, though, those heavy doors. I was just in a hotel down in Long Island maybe a few weeks ago for my buddy's wedding, and we stayed in a Vienna hotel and spa. And it was pretty nice. But yeah, those doors stop a lot of suspicious activity. Dude's trying to get into girls' rooms. Yeah. I saw a video of that once. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up. Like this drunk girl came home drunk, and I don't know if it was a hotel or apartment, but the security camera caught her going into her door, and this creep was following her. And just as he got his fist on the door, it shut and locked, like auto lock. Nice. So those, they're handy, but yeah, not when you're losing part of your hand.
Dude, I'll never forget that. Poor Mrs. Hurley. She dealt with us crazy assholes for a long time.
I think about that, like, I don't know. I could never be a teacher, man, only because I know, like, some of how traumatized some of our teachers were in high school.
Dude, we put a hole through the fucking hotel wall. Yeah, and like we ended up, I don't know how, but like I don't know if the school paid for it or maybe the one kid's family had to end up paying for it because he did it, and we were all like, we're not paying for that shit. So the one roommate, I don't know if he ever had to or if his parents got contacted, but oh yeah, like he pushed, I don't know if he jumped onto the chair or he pushed someone. And dude, literally, like someone's whole back went through the fucking drywall. And there's a hole like this big.
Yeah.
We haven't been there.
He's just like sitting in the wall.
We haven't been there 10 minutes. There's a hole in the hotel wall. And we got to be there for like 2 days.
Yeah.
And it was.
Damaged the hotel property.
Damaged the hotel property.
Shit.
He gets his fucking pinky cut off.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, this is nuts.
Dude, at my high school class, senior year, there's a tradition where they, the senior class goes out in town and into the woods and cuts down a tree, brings it back to school, decorates it. So we did that. We left like second period and whole class is in the woods looking for a tree to cut down. We were like, you're not going to find a nice spruce in the fucking woods, at least not where we were looking. So whatever, we bring one back and whoever brought the chainsaw, they're trying to make it all nicey nice, and it was just awful. So, the jocks of the class snuck away, went up to the top parking lot of the school where they had nice Colorado blue spruces lined up along the parking lot against the road. These motherfuckers just cut down a tree on school property, brought it in like nobody would notice, and now there's just a tree missing from the front of the school.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we got away with it for like a little bit, but then our class coordinator, the teacher that represents our class and sets up all the trips and shit, she noticed, and the principal noticed, and everybody got so upset. But we thought it was the funniest thing. I don't know.
Of course.
We had the best tree any other senior class had, you know.
Yeah. The high school was wild for me, man.
Mm-hmm.
Senior year was nuts.
You see any fights in high school?
Yeah, I was in a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say you were in a couple of them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I got shoved a few times, like just push on the shoulders. Nothing more than that.
No, I got some wild. Hold on one second, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then I'm gonna tell you some my high school stories.
I'll start with one story. I'll never forget. I was in, I've always mentioned how our high school is from 7th grade to 12th grade, and my brother was in 12th grade when I was in 7th, and we both played soccer. He did varsity, I did modified, and we go into the locker room before first period, put our stuff in the locker room, in our lockers, and we just hear screaming out in the hallway, and we're like, what the hell's going on? Open up the door, and there's a couple who the girl was holding an umbrella. It was raining that day. Girl was holding an umbrella, like all folded up, and the guy was just standing there like, hit me, just fucking hit me. And she was just like whacking him with the umbrella, and it was all crooked and everything. And there's the athletic director and the gym teacher just sitting there with their arms folded, watching, like waiting for it to end. So that was like the first fight I've ever seen in high school. You just missed it, but.
You witnessed one?
Too long didn't read. This girl was pretty much banging this guy with an umbrella. They were just fighting one morning.
Just smacking him with an umbrella?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, he was asking for it. He was like, hit me, just fucking hit me.
Hey, if you're asking for it,
yeah,
you shall receive.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. There's been a couple of them, man. Yeah, probably the worst one was this kid, I won't actually say his name because he's actually in jail now.
Uh-oh.
Actually, prison.
Uh-oh.
But, yeah, it lasted, probably went from middle school all the way to the end of high school. And, just
graduate?
Never. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. But, yeah, he pushed me down a flight of stairs.
Oh, that motherfucker.
Yeah. He came up, got in my face. He got in a couple other people's face. And then this guy grabbed. He got in my face and I grabbed him.
Uh-huh.
Like I grabbed like this.
Uh-huh.
And behind me was stairs. And that was my biggest mistake.
Wait, he pushed you backwards downstairs?
Bro, backwards.
Oh, my God.
Down fucking like
your head had
stairs.
to hit.
I lucked out.
Did you put your elbows back?
Yeah, so I'm going back and literally like my shoulder blades. Do we have sound?
Yeah, I'm just checking the
Okay.
sound. It sounds good.
All right, thank God.
Nobody texted me nothing. I just wanted to check for my own sanity.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my shoulder blades, because of the angle that I fell,
Mm-hmm.
my shoulder blades hit the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just glad my head didn't smack the cement.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was a wild one. And then
Damn,
there's like one other, it's like a couple other fights, but maybe one other was very one-sided. I fucking clocked this kid and it was done. And then that was actually outside at soccer practice. And then we had to run. And then so I clocked this fucking kid. He's down and then he gets up in like 30 seconds and because he was just talking shit and acting like I'm not going to hit him.
Uh-huh.
Like after a certain point, I'm just going to hit you.
Yeah.
And so he got up like 30 seconds later and he wanted to continue.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in the middle of practice. I was like, dude, I just basically knocked you out. I'm like, this is getting like terrible.
Stop.
So now he's just like, and my friend, my crazy ass friend at the time, fucking, he must have been sprinting from fucking Uganda. Bro, he ran 30 miles an hour and speared this kid, bro.
Really?
Speared this kid.
Really?
Poof.
Just dropped the shoulder?
Just dropped the shoulder, and you see this kid get launched like 8 feet, right? So we actually had the assistant coach doing practice that day.
Huh.
And so I basically punched this kid, knocked him out. He speared him to death.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, 30 laps. You two, go. And me and him are like, 30 laps, kicking the shit out of that kid. But no, we weren't picking on this kid. This is not how I was. It's not how I've ever been. I hate getting picked on, so I know how it feels.
Yeah.
This kid was a very, very mean individual at the time. Was just demeaning and, whatever.
Yeah.
It was not something like, I had a choice. It was like a... just like one of those, like, getting in your face and, the whole nine. So it was just,
you don't want to deal with that shit every day.
Yeah. So, but, I don't condone that whatsoever. But, sometimes,
that's what I mean. High schoolers, teenage dudes do some weird shit.
Yeah. But dude, you also have a lot of testosterone flowing through your body at that age. Like I did a lot of shit that, that I, didn't, thinking back now on it, it's probably not appropriate, you know what I mean? But, dude, you have hormones flying through your body at 100 miles an hour. Dude, you have no idea what decisions you're making.
Yeah, you have no idea. No. Oh, my God.
You're yelling
at everything. It's like every adult that told you something when you were a teenager. It's like, wow, they were right.
Yep.
They were right.
It's crazy.
I just said I turned 25, and it was either the day before my birthday or my birthday. I hopped on an exercise bike and rode that shit till I couldn't feel my ass anymore, dude. Just to make sure I was still alive.
Yeah.
God.
Well, that's the fan for the laptop.
That's on the laptop?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought that was a car going down
the
road.
That's what I thought, too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Just sounds like white noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, it's we passed the high school together. And I was just like, oh, thank God I'm not in that place anymore. If I could go back, I would actually redo high school.
Oh, yeah. I say that a lot. Like, if I went back with the mentality that I have now, it's like you wouldn't be nervous to do shit. You wouldn't be scared to do anything, to say stuff to certain people.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a big thing with me. Like, I kept quiet a lot in high school.
I kept quiet, but in a different way.
Like,
I kept to my group of friends, and I was very like what's the exact term I'd like to use? Exclusive.
Oh yeah.
Like I would not talk to certain people, and not because like they weren't cool, but because like I just didn't want to like talk to you. Like you guys are like not my friends, so like why would I want to? I had like a very close knit group of friends, and that was it. And at the end, growing up, you end up falling apart with these people, which sucks. That would probably, I would probably go back and kind of look at like why we did, and that's probably the things that I would change. But because we were so tight knit, and but that's part of growing up.
Yeah, that is part of growing up. That happens to a lot of people.
But like I said, there's people that were unpopular and would get picked on by every individual. But I would always say, what's up, man? Going down the hallway, whether I was with a group of friends or not. What's up, man? And I'm not going to obviously name his name, but there was one, and guess what? He works for a blank company, and that blank company delivers stuff to my job.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm like... Thank God I always said what's up to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I treated him like a human.
Yeah.
While everybody else picked on him.
Yep.
And he didn't deserve it. You know what I mean? It's just he was a little different.
Yeah, I feel like none of them really deserve it.
I was just very happy that I always kind of like, was respectful to him and said hello and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People were worried. They were like, he's gonna. I'm like, not me. I was like, I'm good.
You're safe.
Yeah.
You're safe. You're on a different.
That's not why I said hello.
You're on a different page of the book.
Yeah, exactly.
No, there's a lot of people who, even adults, who go tit for tat. I can't stand that shit. Yeah. It's just like, why?
It's exhausting.
That's a perfect way to put it. It is exhausting.
Yeah. But high school's over.
Yeah,
now we get to, go through this other chapter of life.
Yeah.
But yeah, no kids for you currently.
Currently.
We're going to mark this down.
Yeah.
And I bet you in like a year,
November 19th.
I'm gonna bet. Oh, we wanted 6 kids.
Ask me,
Okay.
ask me in 5 years. I feel like there's a 99.9% chance
It'll
still
be the
zero.
same. Yeah.
Got enough stuff to deal with, and it's not like
It's not that you're selfish.
I wouldn't look at my kid like that after I had him.
No.
Like, oh, I gotta do this. Oh.
It's
just
a
like,
lot of responsibility, bro.
Yeah.
I was dude. I was in the same boat probably 2 years ago. I was like, why do we have to have kids? I'm like, I'm doing the stuff I want to do, and I'm working. I don't know if I could fit that in my schedule. You know what I mean? But, over time, like I said, with other, things, I've said, you know what, maybe I will. So some people get it, some people don't. I know a few people that didn't have kids, and holy shit, I know one guy, he's got like fucking his own like giant barn that's a garage. He's got 7 oldies in the garage. Never had kids. He just he just got married, and he's like 45, 50.
Yeah, a lot of people who don't have kids retire early, I heard.
Pretty good success rate on their finances.
Yeah.
Hey, it's tough. It's tough out there when you have a kid, but you pull through. They always say, like, you never have enough money, but somehow you always make it work.
Yeah.
Think
about parents during the Great Depression. They made it work.
Yeah.
When shit hits the fan, I'm sure,
you find a way.
A lot of parents do anything for their kids.
Yeah. You find a way. I ran into your parents the other day.
Really? Whereabouts?
Walmart.
No shit.
Another story time. Walmart, you're never going to be a sponsor of this podcast.
Never, ever.
Never. Fuck.
Mark it today, not November 19th.
Yeah, mark it today. Fuck that online pickup shit.
Oh, I've never done that.
So on that Walmart app, you could shop, you buy it, and you go and you pick it up. First off, I went in there.
Wait, time out. I'm sorry. Like groceries or like a piece of furniture getting delivered to
both.
the store? Okay.
So there's Walmart grocery and then the Walmart app.
Mm-hmm.
So Walmart grocery is obviously groceries. They actually bring those to your car. You park in the pickup spots and they bring that out to your car.
In Matamoros?
Yep.
Jesus.
It's to the right.
Wow, these pencil tuckies.
Yeah, going nuts.
Yeah.
Right? Moving on up. And so we didn't use Walmart grocery, obviously, because it wasn't any groceries. We had to use Walmart.com, but still pick up kiosk, the whole nine.
Mm-hmm.
So I go in there. I ordered. Corinne needed a makeup wipe remover. I needed a moving blanket. That's why I originally wanted to order something, and then we got like cat litter or something. To make a long story short, I waited 15 minutes for some mope to wheel it to the front.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he just went and got him off the shelf as I was sitting there waiting, and then gave it to me. And he goes, we don't have the moving blanket."
Oh.
I said, "Dude, there's 7 of them in stock."
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "They're not back there."
Oh my god.
I'm like, "Oh, jeez."
Who updates that stock number?
So I'm like, okay. So I just, so it's like, so what are you gonna do? I'm like, how are you gonna put the money back? On the, are you gonna put the money back on the card? Because we bought it the night before when we made the list. He goes, no, it did it automatically. He goes, it said that you'll have your money back in 3 to 5 business days.
Oh my god.
So I'm short money. I waited 15 minutes. I could have power walked and did this in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Tops. And, and now I'm not going to get my money for another 3 to 5 days. I was like, never again.
That's crazy. Did you end up walking around looking for it or no?
Yeah, I put the things back in there, and then I went in because I'm hard-headed, and I went back in to see if
it was actually there.
Yeah, and it wasn't.
Damn.
It wasn't. And so as I'm leaving, I picked something else up since I was in there. And I ran into Mom and Dad.
Wow.
Yep, and they were like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "Look," it's like never do this.
Thank God I ran into you guys.
You guys saved me.
Sometimes going to Walmart, it's like a zombie apocalypse, dude. You're trying to weave through people. They might as well have friggin' stop signs and traffic lights in Walmart.
It is tough.
It's
you think it's
especially
tough
over there.
down there?
Yeah.
The one where I grew up. Oh,
I've
God.
never been in there.
Dude,
I've never been in that one.
You want to talk about the zombie apocalypse, bro?
Yeah.
24/7. Nobody says hello. Even the freaking workers.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Ask somebody where the orange juice is, and
Mm-hmm.
they look at you like you have 7 heads. Like,
Yeah.
did you just ask me a question?
Yeah.
It's like, you work here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're very, very like rude and standoffish. But down in Matamoros, it's like, good morning, how you doing?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's packed, and
Sometimes they talk too much.
every place has their problems.
Yeah.
But any day of the week, I'll take Matamoros. Any day of the week. I love it down there.
Yeah. It is nice.
Yeah.
Too many smoke shops, but it's nice.
Yeah. Especially just when you cross that bridge.
Yeah.
It's like we want to I would have to assume they'd want to make that, good looking.
Yeah.
Like
not an eye store.
Just fucking
Yeah.
smoke shop, beer store,
Like
smoke
left
shop,
and
smoke
right.
shop, beer store,
Yeah.
beer store. It's like, come on.
Oh my God, yeah. No, but this one time we were at the Matamoros Walmart and we ended up getting avocados because we wanted to make guacamole, and it was a hefty purchase. So we get down to the cashier and we're like, hey, can we split this 50-50 on our cards? And she's like, okay. And every time we ask them that, and this could be anywhere, not just Walmart, ShopRite, Pex, they're always like, so how much do you want on this card and that card? Like I said, 50%. Look at the number, just divide it by 2, and that's all you gotta do.
You don't even have to give me cents, lady.
Yeah, yeah. So she
man.
did like, I don't know, let's just say for the sake of the story, $81 and $83. And she's like, oh, well, you paid $2 more, so that's $1 more guacamole for you. And I'm like, oh God, she just called the avocado guacamole and can't do the math. I'm like, oh God, please.
Yeah, you get all kinds.
Give me to my car.
Get all kinds. There's this one guy in Lowe's. He is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Sometimes I'd sit there and just chill and talk with him, for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
When I run in there by myself. And he's just... It's nice to have, like, a person on a first-name basis whenever you go into a store.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happened that I linked up with this guy, and we chatted one day, and... I'll walk in and he'll see me at the register and be like, what's up, bro? And I'll be like, what's up, dude?
Nice.
And, I couldn't tell you how many times where he's up there and he sees me coming. He's like, yo, come over here.
Yeah.
And he opens up his register and he gets me in and out.
Yeah.
And, it's nice to know that there's other nice people out there.
Oh, yeah.
And especially when you want to get in and out of Lowe's because you could spend... a second mortgage in there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Every time I go in Lowe's or Home Depot, it's like wasting time is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't go in there often, so just to find what I want, I don't even know what aisle to go to. Even with all the signs and everything. Like, would it be in plumbing or would it be in bathroom? I don't know. It could be in both.
Dude, hit me up if you guys have problems like that, man.
All right.
Yeah, 4 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
No, we're trying not to touch anything for a little while. The pellet stove, too. Shit, I could talk about the pellet stove. Matt helped us. He came over and helped us clean it out. And basically, we cleaned out the exhaust pipe that runs from the back, just comes out like a few inches, runs diagonal, like 45-degree angle, all the way up to the ceiling of the basement, and then outside. And we cleaned that whole thing, but the thing that we cleaned last was the pipe outside. And we had a chimney brush, and we just... And that just pushed all the soot. It got a lot out, but it pushed it in. We connected everything, and we didn't run it. And that's why I was saying the week before Heather took me out to the spa for the massage, that whole week was when we were like, well, why is it not working? We thought it was a vacuum switch. Because when we jumped the vacuum switch, it was working. We could bend the auger motor because the auger's not spinning, and that's the main problem. The auger wasn't spinning. Mm-hmm. So, God, 3 vacuum switches later, because that's what we thought the problem was. We ended up taking off the exhaust pipe off of the back, and just like that, it lit. It just fine. Like it started. And the auger motor started turning right out? And... What, the pellets?
No, the ash. Did it just like come right out of the
pipe? Oh,
yeah.
Yep. Vacuum that up. No clinkers, no solids. But, so we just cleaned it, and now it's good.
Yeah, that's funny, man. Yeah, no, I did the same thing. I did the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I didn't have anywhere near the amount of ash you guys have. It sounds like you run yours 24/7.
Dude, that thing,
like,
that pipe, Matt said it was like 80% blocked.
Yeah. So for me, I did the same thing, and it just, I did the outside last, and it slid right in, and luckily I didn't plug it in back to the pellet stove. So I was like, oh God, thank God.
Yeah.
So I vacuumed it.
I say time and time again, dude, but I love a pellet stove.
Mm-hmm. We should be sponsored by pellet stoves the way we talk about them on
Seriously.
here, bro.
You ever ask people out of curiosity, like, how do you heat your home?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Like,
I love to talk about it.
I never
People
thought I'd
probably
ask
listen to
people
us
that.
and they're like, guys, shut the fuck up. I'm telling you. It's
so true.
Especially
It's so
people
true.
that don't have them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, though? There should be, and then we'll leave off on the pellet stove topic. Yeah. There should be an incentive because, look, at the end of the day, you're burning trees, but you could replant trees.
Oh, yeah.
And so you have this cycle of life, and you can create your energy. And I just feel like it should be promoted because we have a ton of trees, and you keep replanting, and it's a much healthier option for our earth.
Oh, yeah, compared to
oil and gas, and et cetera, et cetera. And
I would still rather have a pellet stove over a wood stove.
For sure.
Because I'm not about chopping wood all day.
Yeah.
But speaking of renewable energy, what I would love to have is solar panels.
Yeah.
And whether it's like solar panels in the back of my yard, on the roof, or like you see Elon Musk's new solar panel shingles.
Shingles, yeah.
Like that is so cool.
I mean, California's, I'm pretty sure you have to have them for a certain tax deduction. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. Excuse me. It's all new homes after a certain date had to include it in your mortgage.
So you're saying all new homes in Cali need
by law
solar power?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me pull that up real fast if you don't mind, just so that we can fact check that.
Wow.
Homes in California, solar panels.
I would just love to have them. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know much about them, but I feel like I geek out about them. Like I'm a total fan of solar power.
Okay, so taking effect in 2020, the new standard includes an exemption for houses that are often shaded from the sun. Blah 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 blah. Solar panels will be a required feature on new houses in California after the state's Building Standards Commission gave final approval to the housing rule. That's the first kind in the United States.
Wow.
The provisions are really historic. It's a beacon of light for the rest of the country. The state has set the goal, drawing 100% of its power from renewable energy sources. That's pretty good.
That's so cool. I know India's doing a lot, like with wind and solar power.
Yeah, and dude, I hate it when the government tells me what to do, but look, if
most of the time it doesn't make sense, but this makes sense.
If you're building a new house and it's costing you, if you're gonna save money, again, this is like the biggest thing where I don't get, like, people get all like pissed off about it and blah 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 blah. It's gonna save you money.
Yeah.
If it's gonna save you money and it just so happens to be good for the earth, why is this a choice?
Yeah.
Why are you battling this, dude? Obviously, it's the best choice. It's good for the earth. It's good for your pocket.
Yeah.
Like, don't just like sit there and say, I'm a Republican.
Yeah. I love my natural gas.
Yeah, it's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, it's gonna help you. It's gonna lower your energy bill. It's better for everybody. Suck it up.
Yeah.
But I like it. Hey, look, instead of your house, gonna be, you build a new house in New York, $250,000. Well, it's $255,000 now in California because you have to do the solar panels. But there is a bunch of shit that California's doing that I do not fuck with.
Oh, yeah.
There are a bunch of crazy motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know what the average gas price is out there?
Oh, Jesus, I don't want to know.
So what's the last thing
I just want to say
what's the last thing you paid in Jersey?
Oh,
I think for me,
I guess
it's like
this would be a nice
right?
segue, actually. I ended up getting, so there's a Shell gas station on the way to work. I ended up getting a rewards card with Shell, and you save 5 cents on every gallon, and it's totally free. All I had to do was give them my email, my mailing address for them to mail me the card, and maybe my phone number. And it's just an extra card. They swipe it before you swipe your debit card, and now I'm saving 5 cents a gallon. Yeah.
All right. So the Golden State. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. The price was $283, and I paid $278.
$283. That's still high.
Yeah.
That's still high. Where is this? Jersey?
Yeah.
Deep in Jersey?
No, 10, 15 minutes over the Milford Bridge.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Montague. I think it's like $264.
But that was premium. Don't forget.
Oh,
I put 93 in. I put 93.
Oh, yeah. So that's probably it's probably the same thing. Yeah. The Golden State's average retail price for gasoline. This article was published 4 days ago in the Los Angeles Times. For the first time in it didn't say, but for the first time in X amount, gas fell below $4 a gallon, and now it's sitting at a hefty $3.99 a gallon.
No thanks,
dude. No thanks. Are you kidding me?
I remember once, sometime when I was in high school, gas was like $3 or like above $4, and everybody was freaking out.
Dude, it was tough.
Yeah, I can't imagine that though.
Luckily, I had my Civic during that time, and it was slamming on gas.
Yeah.
What I want to do right now is I want to look up. I actually don't know this. I want to look up my fuel tank. See, okay, 106 gallons. Why does that sound extremely?
No.
Transfer tank. Oh no, that's for what they put on the back. I'm like, come on, what the hell is this? We don't have.
Yeah, because you can buy these tanks that go in the bed of your truck for road trips, right? Yeah. And you can fill those. That's pretty cool.
Or for like other cars, if you're going to like a if you're going to a racetrack or something crazy like that, you can. Okay, so 26 gallons. So I'm just gonna round up for California for ease of the show here. 26 gallons times 4. That'd be $104 to fill up my gas tank. Right now it's like 65. So yeah, it'd be an extra $40 to live.
Do you fill up your tank weekly with that?
Probably say 8 or 9 days.
Okay.
I could squeeze it out. Mm-hmm. I'm really like picky with that, but I'm also, I'll be honest with you, I'm also the guy, I don't fuck around. I fill up at like quarter to, like,
Oh yeah.
It's very strange if you see my gas light on.
Yeah,
like that means something rough is happening.
Oh man, I used to run around town with like no gas in the car.
That's what Corinne does.
Yeah,
it's just 5 miles.
Not good for the car though.
It's not.
Cause
5 miles till empty. Oh no, I can make it home.
Yeah,
that's the famous last words. I can make it home.
Bro, Sheila too. I remember the one time she was coming home from Ock, and she calls me. She's in Port Jervis, and she's like, "If I'm not home in 25 minutes, can you just come drive down 97 and see if you see me?" She made it home though. She made it home.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I fill up. I'm down to like a quarter tank now, but yeah, I fill up before a quarter tank.
Yeah, I don't mess around. I'm like, see you later. Because up here in the Northeast, let me tell you what, another little tip. In the Northeast, you can get a snowstorm like that.
Yeah.
And guess what? You got 1/8 of a tank of gas. Well, guess what?
You're stuck
guess
with
what,
that.
bitch? Yeah. Northeastern's rolling through 9 inches of snow.
Yeah. We've had back-to-back storms too.
Yeah, and now you're stuck. Now you're stuck because a tree fell, and the firemen are cutting the tree up, and now you're sitting there idling for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
On with 15 miles to go.
Yeah.
Well, now you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Northeast doesn't fuck around, man. It's
nah,
do or die up here.
Yeah, I know.
It really is.
I'd rather put up with this though than Florida weather.
Yeah. Well,
like. Year round, I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice down there, but again, I think we talked about this last time. We just like the change. We like the snow, the calm, the tranquility of it. Mm-hmm. Because I'm on that boat. That boat.
Oh yeah.
Being freaking sweaty all the time, like you were talking about, that would be
less
tough.
bugs during winter too.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I know this. I follow this. Corinne and I follow this couple on Instagram, and they just moved to Boca Raton. And
where's that?
In Florida.
Oh, okay.
And they moved from Kentucky to Florida, and they had this big bug problem in their backyard. Like, they had these little mosquitoes, and it was something that they obviously they bought a sick ass house. I mean, we don't know these people, but you know, they bought a sick ass house, and they walk down there. You know, you don't know until you live there if there's going to be an outside bug problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had like a big giant mosquito problem. Like, they couldn't even go in their pool.
Oh.
And so they had to.
How do you deal with that?
Well, you get these like exterminators. They come and they spray the air around you.
Yeah.
Spray the air around you. They spray the grass. They spray the trees. You know, I think even some parts of like, you know, I think it's like parts of the deck and X, Y, and Z. But yeah,
because I'm just thinking like with bed bugs or fleas, like when they bomb a house, that's fine. Because where do fleas and bed bugs exist outside of the house? But like with mosquitoes, I feel like they could just come right back.
Yeah,
you know.
But a lot of it too is they had a giant ass pool, and that's where just mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, they breed in the water,
anywhere near water, and when it's unattended,
especially
for a month,
like shallow water.
Oh yeah.
So
I think that's where it came from. But yeah, it was cool, you know, seeing someone just buy it was like a mini mansion.
Yeah, ball
like
out.
A giant ass house with a giant ass pool and a jacuzzi and the lights in the pool. I'm just like,
oh man,
like I wish I could give an arm for that. But you know, then you gotta step back and you gotta say, hey, guess what? I have way more than I need. A and B. There's people out there that don't even sleep on a fucking bed.
Yeah,
they eat. You know, what like a weird version of oatmeal for breakfast, and my ass is having, you know, eggs over
bacon,
easy.
egg, and cheese.
You know what I mean? It's like, so that that's the one thing I'm glad about, that I could always put myself into perspective and be like, all right, take a step back. Like you have 3 monitors on one computer. You know what I mean? I'm doing okay. Yeah,
right. A lot of the things that aren't tangible are worth more value than things you can buy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Although I would love to have like floating lights in my pool.
Word.
I'm not even kidding. Oh man.
More money, more problems.
Yeah.
My man, big. But yeah, man, I'd say there's not much. So we skipped last week, so we want to try to do a makeup Thursday or Friday, maybe Saturday, whatever works best for you guys, and we'll try to get some more content out there. There's something that I've been following and doing some research on about YouTube algorithms, and they, like, we don't make any money off this, obviously.
Right.
So these people who do these YouTube channels for a living, like, they just put content out. So, you know, like the most average, you know, thing they'll get is like, you know, this one guy, it's like 36,000 views on like a normal video. And then he'll make a video and it just happens to catch fire in the MMA community. And he'll get 700,000 views. And then he'll put out another 15, that's 60,000. Like his his base will watch, and then out of nowhere, it's another 800,000 watch this one because it, you know, the algorithm made these people follow. And then he also talks about some interesting stuff. So it's really cool to see that, you know, people putting in the time and putting out the content, you know, that they get rewarded from it. Oh yeah. So that's something that we're gonna, you know, try to start doing, because I'd love for this to take off. And me too. I think getting guests on here, like I listened to WAMC in my truck. I was anti-radio for so long, but I found WAMC, and it's like, it's not unbiased, but like 1 hour they'll have left on, the other hour they'll have right on, and the other hour it's just straight facts, and they'll talk. And then another hour they talk, you know, they brought on like a doctor who does robotic surgery and why he does it and what are the benefits of it. So the story here is they brought a guest on, and it made it so much cooler to listen to. Oh yeah. And it was really cool to see, like, do I give a fuck about doctors operating with robots? No, I don't. But it was very informative. It was very cool to learn. Yeah. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to get some people on here that are, you know, in different fields to talk about certain things. and to talk about their experiences, and because I just feel like that's amazing content.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. It'd be very interesting.
Yeah, and even like the simplest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't have to be a brain surgeon, to come on and give thoughtful insight on a podcast. Look at us,
dude. Like I was saying before, you could literally pick anything, and whether you turn it into a profession, it all depends how far you take it. But just look around. You could literally, I mean, like anything. Speakers, you could become a musician. Look outside, you find an ant, you could become somebody who studies bugs all their life. Like you could pick anything.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, some of that stuff is really cool. You know what I mean? Some stuff there I'm like, I don't really give a crap about, but it turns out there's a lot more into it than I expected, and that it's cool to learn. You always have that information; it never goes away.
Yeah, I feel like these points are definitely something Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs thinks, because it's kind of the same concept. He just travels and does different jobs with people and learns new things.
I'd love to do that for a living.
Yeah,
man, I haven't watched him in years.
Yeah, I don't know if he's.
I only see him on Fox News once in a while. He'll say some stuff. Yeah, he's like big into jobs and shit. So.
Oh yeah,
that's cool to see.
Yeah,
obviously he's the jobs man.
Yeah, I know we have a third mic. I don't know if it's here or elsewhere, but we'll find it.
We'll get one.
Yeah,
and I gotta get a new wire because I was worried that this one was screwed up.
Yeah.
So I gotta get I was in Best Buy today. I was like, do I need anything for the podcast? And I ended up buying a new freaking indoor camera instead. But yeah, I should do a review on the Ring. That's what I should do.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I've thought about getting like just cameras for the house, but I don't know where I would put them or how I would position them or.
Oh, hit me up.
Yeah,
hit me up.
How
That's
I
what
would
I do
power
for a
them.
living. Solar. All my outdoor.
That's true.
As soon as I didn't create it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the option or one of the options, and I was like, "Oh, this is a no-brainer."
Yeah,
I was like, "I'll pay."
I don't have to replace batteries.
I'll pay $50 for the solar panel for each camera. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you pay a little bit more, but you don't have to run a power wire.
Yep.
It's a no-brainer, and the sun's out every day.
Oh man.
And it even charges through the clouds, and then but if you get like
as long as it's daylight. A lot of people have a misconception that if it's raining or if it's cloudy, solar panels don't grab power, but they do.
They suck some. It's not as much, but you still, when it comes to like the cameras, are you getting more input than output? More sun than run time on the camera. So, you'll gain 5% on a cloudy day and only use 4%, throughout the day. But on a sunny day, my cameras are at 99% all the time.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, it wasn't my but as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh, that's a no-brainer. Hook me up."
I'd get the same thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. I wouldn't go back to not having them. I was buying that indoor camera and there was a guy out there and he's like, "Oh, I should do the Nest." I was doing this other brand and I was like, "Yo, I use this brand. I love this thing. It's way better." I was like, "My dad has that brand. He doesn't like it too much," which he does. But actually, and I don't think he's got his whole setup done. But I'm pretty sure he's got one sitting in his closet.
You helping him too, or no?
But I've offered 1,000 times, but my dad's a unique character. But I love the system I have.
Yeah, I'll let you know if we need help.
Let me know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be another cool thing to go into security stuff. But anyway, well, good on my end. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'm good too. It's getting late.
What time we got?
10:30.
10:30. You got work tomorrow?
I got work tomorrow. Ooh. Yep, alarm clock set for 6:30.
Are you going there tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you folks later.
Peace out. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully see you back later this week. And that's it. Bye.